Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. I'm Cedric, here again for you with number 6 from the Brussels Beer Project Advent Calendar. I'm very curious as of what we're gonna get today. We already have had some of their own beers, we had some friendly beers, so yeah, anything can happen now. We did have the DD Ramon Beer yesterday, and that inspired me to get back in my punk phase. So I'm wearing a Cramps t-shirt, or rather a Crime t-shirt from Crime Industries. But now we will have to look for number 6. That's 18, 7, 8. I didn't have the chance, there it is, the chance to check their website today. So I had no knowledge beforehand. That feels like a bottle cap. Oh, it's nice and tight in there, very snug. I do see a Brussels Beer Project cap, so it is one of their own. Would you look at that? I have mentioned this one before. I think it was the day before yesterday. The nice black and white label. The Fresh Hop Rice Lager. And if you don't recognize this label, let me check out. There we go. It's practically the same label as the Session Oat IPA from earlier. As I said, I do like the style. And I have read about this one. I haven't had a chance to taste it, so I'm very happy it's in the box. It is a fresh hop rice lager, 4.1% ABV, so another low alcohol one. And what else does the label say? Yeah, we've already read that. Magnum, Laurel, Citra and Cashmere hops. They do seem to be fans of the Cashmere hops, and I absolutely don't blame them. They are fantastic hops. I love Cashmere. Citra, a bit more aggressive, a bit more citrusy. Laurel, I happen to know Laurel hops more or less by accident. They used to go by letter and number name, something like HB761 or something, or couldn't care less. But they are, if I recall well, rather floral herbal hops. Haven't had the chance to taste them either. And the standard Magnum hops. Grains, Pilsner malt, Munich, rice flakes, which is interesting for the simple reason that rice or beer that's been brewed with rice is a bit more easily digestible. And I can imagine that a nice light digestible beer in combination with a low ABV will be a very easy drinker. You guys heard me say the word Bekomplichkeit earlier this week, that I kind of borrowed from a Dutch podcast. I do think this is one of those beers. Lager yeast. And extra the freeze-dried harvest Citra, and that's where the name, the fresh hop, comes from. It's a new hype. I've seen it several times right now that fresh hopping is coming back. It's actually an old style, it's an old version, and fresh hopping actually means that you take the hop harvest, the harvested hop flowers, straight from the field into the kettle. Yeah, I can see not that many advantages or disadvantages either way. Honestly, I'm not that kind of a purist. I don't mind hop pellets or cryo hops. I'm sorry. And they are cheating a little bit there because they are freeze-dried, and if I recall well from reading up earlier, they're the freeze-dried flowers from last year's Citra harvest by our friends from Yakima Chief. which is the largest hops producer in the world. And I do say cheating, but I mean it in a cheeky way, because I don't care if they freeze dry it freshly or they ship it fresh. Or on the other hand, it is a I can imagine it is a more expensive way to brew, because the entire hop flowers take a lot more volume, a lot more space in a container for shipping than the pellets or the extracts. So let's hope there's an advantage, because you gotta justify that price, right? Okay, can't tell you much more about this, so I guess we're already off to tasting then. This is gonna be the shortest video this week. Some serious carbonation there. I already see some foam forming. Already hear the bubbles rising up too. Not that much aroma, or at least not from afar. This time the Citra isn't the most aggressive one, or I actually smell more of the a little bit of the cashmere, the soft side of the cashmere, and I think the laurel. It's a bit more flowery, a bit more floral. Also, again, not the clearest of beers, but as you guys know, I don't mind that. I do see some yeast at the bottom, so I'm not gonna put everything in my glass. Look, foam's already coming up. Oh, I don't know if you guys hear this. That's some straight up ASMR right there. I'm gonna leave that where it is. And I do see the foam immediately disappearing, but I don't know if I should blame that on the Brussels Beer Project or on my glass not properly being degreased. I actually just cleaned it earlier, and I just remembered that I forgot to degrease them. So that's probably on my behalf. It's a nice color. Again, more like a gold yellow, or a very, very light amber orangey, but more a gold orange yellow. And I do get a bit of that session scent, if you guys know what I mean. Like the extra scent from removing alcohol, even though that hasn't happened with this beer, so probably a hop aroma. One thing that I do find right now is that Brussels Beer Project up until now is a lot about hops, a lot about hop aromas, and not that much about the yeast. And I actually like those yeasty flavors, like in a Westmalle triple you get the banana flavors and stuff. So I do hope to see that later on, or to taste that later on. Quite hazy, not clear at all. It smells quite clean and crisp. I still get that bit of floral scent. Oh yeah. A lot of carbonation, just like we've heard. All right. Not what I expected. It is a bit herbal, a bit floral. but I did expect this to be sweeter, mainly with a low ABV like a 4.1% like this one is. You get a bit more sugar left behind in your beer. That doesn't seem to be the case. A bit drier than expected. I absolutely don't taste the citra in this. And again, that's not necessarily bad, it means it's well balanced. I do get a bit of the cashmere here. I do think the laurel hop is the strong hop in this one. Now, I do feel this is a lighter beer, and well, I can't tell you right now, but probably because of the rice, it's easily digestible. But on the other hand, the high carbonation rate makes it a bit heavier on the stomach as well. It does make the mouth feel a bit fuller. Yeah. Again, not bad at all. I must say, I'm not entirely convinced, and I'm not gonna rush out to buy a crate of these. But I am very happy that they included it and that I got to taste it. So I'm gonna enjoy this a bit further, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for the next one. Cheers, you guys. And don't forget, if you got any comments, any questions, put them down below. And if you like this, yeah, show it to me. Cheers, guys. See you next time.